Right behind you. I was like, come on, Mama. You got this. That's coming. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Harder. 5, 6. Beautiful. 7, 8.
Hey everyone, so we are here at the park. We are a couple of days away from induction, and Daddy and Nova are over there playing. I'm feeling large and in charge right now, wearing my husband's basketball shorts. And I was just thinking like about all it took to get me out of the house just now. I had to change from my pants to shorts because it's really, really hot. Then I had to put shoes on, and my feet are so big and everything is so heavy, and I had to struggle to put my shoes on. You want to say hi? Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Yo, I was just watching Nova. She has this obsession with these like jellies sandals that she has. She wants to wear them everywhere and put them on all the time. She like wakes up looking for them. So anyway, she has them on right now. And I was watching her walk around, and her feet look so cute. She just has these cute little feet. And I was like, when's the last time I saw my feet? Like when I look down, I can't see my feet. And it's a lot. I know. Oh. Y'all. And I'm trying to be out here, you know, walking, doing the mom thing at the park. No, I found the bench and sat down. This little one is a lot. But also, why are there so many bugs outside? Y'all, I'm gonna try to walk up the stairs today. Try to induce labor naturally, because they're talking about inserting the Foley bulb, and it's a catheter that goes in your cervix essentially to like open your cervix, to dilate your cervix, and I don't want it. So I'm trying to do things. See, bugs. Trying to do things naturally. So I'll keep you posted.
Pizza.
All right, everyone. So the next thing we're gonna try is something called the Prego pizza. It's from a place called Scipollini's. Are you excited?
Let's do it.
All right. Here's what it looks like. All right.
There you go. I should have gotten a medium, y'all. This is very big.
All right. I mean, it's got
It's delicious, though. That was great.
all the stuff that a regular pizza has, but apparently it's supposed to help with labor. So scipollinispizza.com. Prego pizza. Got our plates.
If it
Let's
works,
go.
we will be going back and thanking them.
All right, so hopefully it works, and yeah, we'll come back and let y'all know what it tastes like and if we think it works at some point. So he's hungry, I'm hungry, baby's down, so we're gonna get to eating. All right, y'all. Hey everyone, so my husband and I had the pizza. As you can tell, I'm like laid out right now. The pizza, it's the pizza itself was okay. I've definitely had, you know, better kinds of pizza, but it was good. You know, we ate it. I get full pretty easily, obviously, because there's not a whole bunch of room. But we'll see if it works. I did notice that baby girl is moving a lot once I started eating, but I just think that might be because she just is more active in the evening anyway. But we'll see, you know, what happens tonight. What did you think of the pizza?
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Not Mountain Mike's, you know, but it was okay.
Mountain Mike's. Yeah, so I think I might walk up and down the stairs a little bit and call it a night. I'm kind of tired. So, yeah, I just wanted to come back and let y'all know what we thought of the pizza. Hey, y'all. So, I was just thinking, since I feel so full and everything from the pizza, it made me think about an experience I had yesterday. So, I was craving Dippin' Dots. I don't know why, but I wasn't about to go to an amusement park to get some Dippin' Dots. So, I found a mall that had a Dippin' Dots like counter. So went to the mall. Haven't been to a mall in like forever, but I walked through the mall and got to the Dippin' Dots place. I was stopped by this lady, and she literally was like, so how many babies are in there? And I was like, just one big one. And she was like, yeah, big one indeed. And she's like laughing. She's like, you take care of yourself. And I didn't feel offended or anything, but it just got me thinking, because I know, you know, doctors keep saying this is a big baby. So I'm walking through the mall and I'm looking at myself in the glass windows, you know, of the stores. And I'm like, dang, like I look huge. But anyway, after I got my Dippin' Dots, I fell prey to the boba spot that was right next door. So I got Dippin' Dots and boba. I did that, and then I was walking back to my car, and literally I just kept getting stares. I don't think I've been stared at like that in such a long time. And people stare, but they try to look away, but you catch them, you know? So anyway, me feeling extra big now because I ate the pizza, but also being reminded that like it's a typical thing because people were staring at me a lot yesterday. So anyway, that's how this journey to induction is going. All right, y'all, so here we are at the end of the night. It is about 9:20. BJ's upstairs, baby is asleep. I'm going to tackle our stairs. I'm gonna go up our stairs a couple of times before I head to bed. Me and this belly are gonna go up and down the stairs. So I'll do that. I have my water here that I will be taking with me upstairs for the night. Y'all know, if you've been watching for a while, this is my jam. I love this water bottle, so got that all set. But yeah, let's go walk these stairs. I went to the ER because I was having this pain in my arm. Now, I've been having like sciatic pain, which I talked about in a update video. Randomly, I got sciatica again in my other leg, so this time in my right leg, which, you know, I was able to recognize it, but it's not as bad, it's not as terrible as it was before. So that same day that I get the sciatica in my right leg, my left arm starts to feel numb and weak and tingly and just strange. And it also came with pain. And it was like a shooting pain, like a squeeze, you know, like a pulsating squeeze. And then it was pain from like my shoulder downward. And I thought it like was something I could bear with and deal with. But when it came nighttime to sleep, like it hurt so bad I was in tears. So I ended up calling labor and delivery, even though I know it wasn't like labor related, but they always tell me to call. So I called, especially like with me having sickle cell, we want to always make sure there's no blood clots. They advised that we go to the ER to get it checked out. So we went to the ER. It was really late and they wanted to rule out stroke. So they were having me do all these tests, asking me all these questions, and they did some blood work. And so I was the one who kind of advocated and asked, like, are you gonna do an ultrasound to like look for a blood clot? Because they couldn't tell. They're like, your blood was normal, and they couldn't tell me what it was. All they were trying to do was like give me narcotic medication to take the pain away. And so I denied narcotic medication like 3 times that I was offered it. But they did catch the sonographer before they went home to do my ultrasound. That was the most painful thing in the world because my arm hurt, and it hurt with contact. And so now she's pushing this probe into my arm, so it hurts. Luckily, there was no blood clot. Still don't know what it is or where it came from, but I just think it's a symptom of pregnancy. They may think it could be something related to sickle cell, but all of my blood work is fine, so I don't really know. My hemoglobin levels are okay. I still have the weakness now and the spasming, so I'm not really using my left arm much. Luckily, I'm right-handed, so I don't have to like deal with it, but it's weird and I don't like it and it hurts, and I'm just ready to have this baby so all this stuff can subside and go away. It's really interesting because this pregnancy was actually going easier, if that's possible, than Nova's pregnancy until we hit the 3rd trimester. This pregnancy has been tough. I'm glad that it was toward the end and not the entire pregnancy. I know a lot of people deal with stuff the entire 9 months of pregnancy, but it's one of those things that really make you consider like if you want to ever do this again. So we're not sure about that and the answer to that, but all I know is we're working on getting this one here safely, making sure mom and baby are good. But yeah, it was kind of scary whenever you have to go to the ER. That was my 2nd ER visit this pregnancy. We left the hospital at like 4 something. I think it was. I think we got home at like 5 or something around that. Like the sun was coming up and people were heading to work and stuff. It was really interesting. So we were there pretty much all night. I think we got there 11, 12 or whatever, and we were there for a while. After the ER visit, they did send us up to the labor and delivery just to check on baby. So we did essentially what was an NST, where they checked for baby's heartbeat and regularity, how she was responding to, you know, her movements and things like that. And everything was good. I had a few contractions that the monitoring picked up. I went in for another NST and they couldn't find the heartbeat for a while on the monitor, but I know the baby had a heartbeat because I could feel the baby moving, and we saw it on the ultrasound. It just, she was like turning her back to the nurse, which was really funny. So we found the heartbeat and all is good. So hey everyone, good morning, welcome back to the Fortitude Fix. I'm not exactly sure where this clip is gonna live in the video, but if we've already been talking, then I'm just gonna insert this clip here. It is induction day, so we are in the car. As you can see, all our bags are in the back, and we are gonna have this baby today, hopefully today. We just left the house a little bit ago. Nova's at home with her grandparents, and we are all ready. This experience is a lot different than my last delivery, in the sense that I went into labor naturally last time with contractions, but my water never broke. But because the contractions were what they were and I was dilating, we went in and we were admitted. I was induced this time, so that was a whole nother experience. But yesterday we came to the office to get the Foley bulb catheter inserted, and they sent us home. So I guess just because you're waiting for it to do its job, there's no need to like be in the hospital while you do that. So they sent me home to let it work, and then my induction appointment is this morning at 9 a.m. So we are a few minutes late, but it's fine. We're like right here. So we are gonna have a baby. I'm kind of nervous about kind of what's to come in like the induction process, again, because this is something I didn't think would happen, but because of baby's size, we think it's best, you know, we as in me, my husband, doctors, think it's best to induce here at 39 weeks. So today I'm 39 and 1, because baby is measuring very large. Baby at my last appointment, my last ultrasound, is estimating 10 pounds 2 ounces. So they can be off obviously in either direction, but we are going to see. I'm really interested to see how much she actually weighs when she gets here. I will share that with y'all, of course, and the goal is to have a vaginal delivery again, which my doctor's fine with. I was getting a little emotional today and yesterday because I was just looking at Nova, and you know, this is like her like last time I'm gonna see her as an only child, the last time that like we're gonna have that experience together, and her life is gonna change, you know, drastically, and I don't even think she knows it's coming. But it's gonna be cute, it's gonna be adorable. I'm excited for their bond as sisters, and I think it'll be really fun to watch and witness them together. So let's talk about this Foley bulb situation real quick. So I know what it is, I've been hearing what it is, and I have a few friends that have had it, and so I myself was not fully thrilled that this was a part of the induction process, the only option for the first part of induction. So anyways, I got the Foley bulb or catheter inserted yesterday, as I mentioned before, but it was very interesting. I had a male doctor who inserted it, which isn't an issue, but you know, some folks may not be okay with that. So he did do a pelvic check to see how far dilated I was. I was not dilated much at all. He didn't give me a number, but he said not much at all, and I could tell just by how it felt when he did it that I probably wasn't dilated at all. So, which is another thing that I'm happy about, that we're doing the induction, I guess, because this girl is comfortable in here, and she would have just continued to grow, and it would have increased my chance of having to have a C-section and all of that stuff. He showed me, talked me through everything that was gonna happen, and told me not to look at the instruments on the table, but I mean, of course you're gonna look. So I know the process, and I know what he was gonna do, so my prior knowledge helped me a little bit, but I was still really nervous, and I kept it real with him. I'm like, I'm a little nervous about this particular, you know, technique, but he, you know, assured me that he would do great work, and that it, you know, he told me like, you're gonna feel this now, you're gonna feel this now. So he walked me through it. Him checking my cervix was actually the most uncomfortable part, but then he, you know, inserting the catheter, and then they actually fill up the balloon with saline so that it can begin to ripen or expand the cervix. I believe they used 6 things of saline, you know, like syringes, like 6 syringes of saline to fill up the bulb. And I said, you know, I asked a question like, okay, when the Foley bulb has done its job, what should my cervix be at? And they were like, it should be at a 3 or 4, which is where they'll admit you for sure, especially if you have an induction set. So I was like, okay. So they inserted the saline. I felt when they got to syringe number 4 is when I felt it for real. And then they were like, 2 more to go, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, and it's really interesting because your cervix really isn't touched or messed with unless you're having like a pap test, you know, but that's like once every however many years. And then you know, if you're having like an IUD inserted, or if you're giving birth, so like your cervix really doesn't get messed with like that. So for me to have this catheter, go home, sit in a car, eat dinner, sleep with it, like it feels really strange. So I just basically felt pressure, and that's about it. So no pain, but I may do a whole separate video about like just explaining it, and maybe showing some like, not actual images, but like explaining it a little bit better. But we are here, we are parked, we're gonna go in, and I believe we're gonna have this baby today. So I will definitely keep you posted. My husband is gonna be behind the camera here and there today. How are you feeling, love?
Feeling good, ready to go.
Yeah, so we're ready to have this baby. And I don't know if y'all can see, maybe I'll show you when we get into the room and stuff what my belly is looking like, but we're just gonna go head in and do the thing. So I'll keep you all posted. Hey everyone, so yes, I look a little different than the last time you saw me. I'm wearing this beautiful hospital chic right now, and I'm hooked up to all sorts of things. So let's go ahead and provide an update. We came in and I was admitted, and they put me in the room. So here's the room. My husband did film a little bit of like a room tour for y'all, so we'll show you our labor and delivery room. and we'll show you our postpartum room when we get there. But this is where we're going to be delivering. It is currently 11:28 a.m. so it's been about 2 hours since the last time I spoke to y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and just give y'all an update. We got checked in and settled in our room. The Foley bulb catheter fell out at some point between when I got home and today. So the nurse removed it and said, oh, it's out. It's just sitting in your vagina. I'm like, oh, all right. So that's good news. I did kind of ask, like, could I have pulled it out by accident, or, you know, and they were saying, no, it's not really going to come out unless it's done its job and it's meant to come out. So there we go. More on that in a minute. I was given a COVID test. So they did like a nostril swab. Luckily, it wasn't the one that goes up to your brain kind of thing. So that was fine. They did not test my husband, but they tested me. They got me set up with an IV, and they took some blood first from the IV port, I guess, and then flushed it and put the saline. And I am so grateful to my nurse for doing that in one poke. As you know, if you have sickle cell or anything like that, like, you get poked a lot, and a lot of times with my veins, doctors or nurses are poking me a lot to try to get an IV in place. So luckily I was well hydrated. I was drinking a lot of water, so it made it a lot easier this time. So I have the IV in now. They have me on the monitor to check baby's heart rate and everything, and my contractions. So what else did they do? They did a ultrasound to look at baby, check on the amniotic fluid, which looks good, and the positioning of baby. Baby is head down, and her back is to my right side, which is great for delivery. Last time, Nova's back was toward my back, and that's what caused all of the back labor that I was having, that eventually led me to get an epidural. So this go round, I am still choosing, you know, to use natural methods to deal with pain, but I am fully okay with asking for an epidural earlier than I did last time, and I'm okay with that. I definitely want to experience labor without any medical intervention, but you know, it's like this feeling like I don't have anything to prove to anybody. Like, I know that, like, whatever's safest for me and most comfortable and safest for baby, of course. This is a big baby, they're saying. So I don't want to put myself under any more stress than I've already been. I'm dealing with some pain in my arm that I mentioned. That's really just unexplained. I'm having sciatica in my right leg. So it's if I need it, then I need it, and it's okay. And everyone's in full support of whatever it is that I want to do. So I met the doctor. Doctor came in. He's going to be here pretty much until baby's born. Like, he'll be here until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that's really awesome. I like having care providers that are going to be around as opposed to keep switching. We had like a ton of nurses last time. I was in labor for a very long time, so there was a lot of like shift changes. So I'm excited to have the same doctor at least, and I'm sure nurses are going to switch off. I did get a pelvic exam to check and see how the Foley balloon catheter did, and it got me to a 4. He said I was between like a 4 and a 5, but he would say like safely a 4, which is great. The next point in my induction is to start Pitocin. So here we are with the Pitocin drip. I think y'all can see that there. And the machine, we have the Pitocin on a level 2. So Pitocin is basically a generic version of oxytocin, which is what we have naturally in our bodies, but it's helping to kind of cause those contractions. So right now we're just kind of hanging out, chilling. I just made a video go live on my YouTube channel, so I'm feeling pretty good. As you can tell, I'm able to move and talk through contractions or any pains that I'm having, so that's how you know this is pretty much the beginning of labor. I am in a different facility than when I had Nova, so things like look different. It's not like I'm going back to a familiar place. I feel pretty good. It feels like a different experience, which it is. Hold on, having a little contraction here. Come in. Hey y'all, sorry about that. I guess you could say like maintenance or hospital staff came to fix our curtain thing. So anyway, yeah, so I think I was talking about kind of how I feel this time or this go round as opposed to or compared to last time. So I labored for a very long time without any pain intervention or anything, and so this time I'm here and I'm just kind of chilling because it's an induction. Like, we knew we were coming in today, we took our time, we got some breakfast, like I packed some last minute things. Like it's just like a totally different experience. It feels planned out, which it was. And I know what to expect. Like, I know kind of what's happening and what kind of next steps are, and it just feels more comfortable, I guess. We're feeling pretty good. He's hanging out, hanging in there, doing good. You excited?
Very.
Yay! Girl dad, okay? Girl dad. Also, this is so random, but it literally pisses me off. I don't know what our society's like obsession is with having a boy and a girl. This is our second girl, and everyone's asking questions about this baby and the baby at home. And when I say that we have two girls, it's always when the boy is coming, you know? So, going good. Anyway, that's super annoying. Stop that. All right. Bye. It is 3:09 right now, and they just broke my bag of waters. They broke the bag of waters at 2:48, I believe. Yeah, so things are going to get going here pretty quick. I am still at, no, I am at a 5. So I was at a 4 before, now I'm at a 5. But with the breaking of the bag of waters, it's gonna be, things are probably gonna intensify here in a bit. Still no epidural, but I'm doing good. My fluid is a lot. They broke the bag of waters and I felt a gush, and then I felt another gush. And then while they were here talking to me and cleaning up and stuff, I felt another bigger gush, and it was like coming out a lot. And so we put some underpants on with like the pad and all that good stuff. So I came to sit down on this little chair that I'm sitting on now, and I'm chilling, totally fine. And then all of a sudden another gush happens, and it comes through the pads, through the underwear, and literally into a puddle on the floor. There's a lot of fluid for her in there. Now I'm just kind of sitting. They did put me on the monitor that is portable, thank God. So I am out of the bed and I am moving around, doing what I need to do to cope. I feel my contractions, they're getting a little bit more intense, but they're still like, I'm able to kind of talk through them and whatnot. I do feel them obviously, and they're getting stronger. My Pitocin right now is at an 8. They started at a 2, then moved it up to a 4, now it's at an 8. And they said they will do another check in like 4 to 6 hours and see where we're at. I think the baby's gonna come before midnight. I think she's gonna be born here on the 7th, so it'll be cute. Have a nice little Mother's Day gift. We have like a family group chat going, and so my sister-in-law is a doctor, and we're giving her updates, you know, along with the fam. And she kind of texted and was like, that baby's not coming anytime soon. And she put like these little upside down smiley faces, and I'm like, oh, that's like the worst thing that you could ever say to somebody in labor, is that this baby's not coming. I'm hopeful that this baby is coming today. Obviously, I know that the baby's going to come at some point, but I'm just really excited to do this and to meet her and to not be pregnant anymore and to be out of pain, hopefully. If anything else eventful happens, I'll let you know, but I'll see you in the next clip. Hey everyone. So it is 8:23 right now. I'm laying in the bed, as you can see. I got an epidural and they checked me. I am still at a 5. No issue. I mean, it's an induction. Things happen. So they had my Pitocin at a 10. Now, honey, can you read that bottom one?
12.
So now I'm at a 12 and I'm laying down. They just brought me some chicken broth, which was actually really good. So clear liquids from here on out until after I have the baby. And I'm gonna lay down, y'all. I hope that baby comes tonight before midnight. But if baby comes on Mother's Day, then that's cool too. The epidural went really good. The worst part of it was the numbing. And that wasn't even that bad. I am very thankful for that anesthesiologist. He was great. I had a really good anesthesiologist last time as well, so that was cool. My husband wants me to mention a Captain America thing. What Captain America thing?
We had a headband, a Captain America, and a Spider-Man tattoo.
I thought he had a Cubs headband.
No, so he had a Cubs keychain.
Oh, okay. So he had a Captain America headgear thing. He had a Cubs keychain, and he had a tattoo, some Spider-Man tattoo. So he was pretty dope, and obviously my husband and he shared some jokes and some laughs, but I am feeling good. I am tired, so I'm ready to relax and not feel bad about it.
You feel okay?
Yeah, I feel good. I sat up to drink the broth. I think that got the baby monitor mad, so I laid back down.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're totally watching it from out there. We can see there's
Okay.
and we'll come in and fix it. Don't you? You can just be comfortable. Are you feeling nervous or jittery or anything?
I did have the shakes due to the epidural.
Okay.
They seem to have gone down a little bit. So with the epidural, I did feel the warmth and all of that kind of stuff. I didn't feel the metallic taste that they said I might feel, but I did feel it the first time with Nova. It's a really interesting feeling. You just have to like succumb to it, you know what I mean? But I did have the shakes a lot with this round of epidural. So I have the button to press to get more if I need. They did my cervical check after my epidural and I couldn't feel a thing. And I'm so grateful because it was not comfortable the last time they did it. So I'm at 5 centimeters, probably like -2 station. They said I was 75% effaced when I first got here, so I'm sure that's looking good too. We're probably gonna try the peanut ball here in a little bit to, you know, ease baby on down. But other than that, things are going good.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel very ready to have this baby. I was in some pain. The epidural was working on one side and not the other, but they fixed it.
Yeah, they turned you over and then gave you a little bit more.
Yeah. So it was good in there. It just worked. I pressed the button and nothing worked. It didn't work. So the anesthesiologist came back and inserted a syringe directly into the like catheter part. And so my husband just said I had a contraction. I didn't feel it, so I think it's working, which is good. That is the most uncomfortable, awkward feeling, to be numb on one side and feel everything else on the other side. So they said in about 10 minutes or so they'll come and check me, and we'll see. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I've been at 5 forever, so we'll see.
Yeah, there's no way that you're at 5 anymore. Before, the contractions were so infrequent. Now they're coming a lot more regularly. I don't know what increment these time things are, but
even though I could feel the contractions, I was saying they hurt, but oddly enough, the contractions with Nova felt worse because of the back labor. So these ones were what I guess regular contractions are supposed to feel like without the back labor. And they felt quote unquote better, even though they still hurt. But it's interesting to compare the two experiences for sure.
baby just wanted to wait till Mother's Day. He said, no, I'm waiting.
Grab behind your legs. Come on, Mama. You got this. That's for me. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Harder. 5, 6. Beautiful. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. And bring it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blow it out completely. Take your deep breath. Bring it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. 9, 10. Amazing. Amazing job. Just amazing. You got this. You've done this before, right? Yeah. You act like you have. Good job. You do act like you have. Good job, Mama. You got this. Doing an amazing job. Okay, let's go. Think about it. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, right back into it. And go. 1, 2, 3. Harder for me. Just a little bit more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? One more. Good job. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are a rock star. Amazing. You're a rock star. You're doing it. You should teach classes on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fill it out. Right back into it.
Okay, my love. Yeah, baby. We know that was so tough, but you're all done now, baby.
You did it.
You're all done.
You did it.
Yeah.